How's it going, guys? Back here at the trade deadline with the Phoenix Coyotes. Currently 34, 21 and 7, and a pretty good record, to be fair. I think we're first in the Pacific Division by 4 points. I think we're around 7th or 8th in the NHL, so we're doing well, See, McKinnon has already got an assist every other game for the season, so McKinnon could stop scoring points and have a very good season. Obviously, we don't want that, but since we are at the trade deadline, there are a few trades I want to make. I've only got the one phone, so I'm going to be a little bit cheeky and make sure one of the trades we know will go through, even if we don't send it off. But the first player we're going to trade away is going to be Shane Doan. And the player we're going to trade Shane Doan for is going to, well, we're going to try our very best to try and get Carl Hagelin. See, that trade value should make it go through, but the reason I wanted to try this outside of the trade deadline is I'm going to try and steal a pick as well. I really don't have any picks. Okay, I won't steal a pick. I'll try and steal a prospect or something. Prospects. Oh yeah, I did steal a pick from New York already. That makes sense. I really don't have any prospects. I could just take that in a third, to be fair. We'll give it a go. Stick the third on to see what they say. They might want us to retain some of Doan's salary, but if we take a look at Carl Hagelin quickly, obviously he's got that nice speed that we like, 5-star skating. Physical category is a little bit lacking, but it's not too bad. Defense is nice. Senses, his poise could be better, but everything else is nice. 4-star shooting and puck skills is nice, and obviously he's still got a little bit of potential left. I think if we stick him with Brassard and Kuznetsov, he will do well. So we're going to see if that trade will go through. No, it won't, but I imagine if we take off the third, it will do. Oh, maybe not. Huh, okay. This is why I wanted to try and do it outside the deadline. I imagine if we retain a couple of million of Doan's cap, that will help. So they're still not interested, okay. Well, that's fine. They want Washington's third round pick, and since we have 4 picks in the first round, we can do that. I'm going to try and take off some salary as well. And they really don't want this trade. Okay, so they don't want Doan at all. That's fine. That's fine. We can find something else that will work. Let's just find a team that does want Doan. There will be one. Washington wants him, but I don't really know if they've got a player back that I want. Apart from, I take Johnson or Johansson, sorry, but that trade value is not going to go through. Okay, the other player that was suggested was Michael Grabner. I suppose Michael Grabner's only a year older than Hagelin. His defense is worse, but he's got better shooting. His speed is better, and he's got even better discipline and a better physical category. And the playmaking isn't bad. And we've already got 2 playmakers on that second line, so yeah, I will go for Grabner, and that deal should go through. Okay, so I don't want the contract of Shane Doan. That's fine. We'll take off $1 million, see what that happens. Okay, yay. Yay? That sounds a bit camp, but okay, that'll do. Michael Grabner is now on the Phoenix Coyotes in place of Shane Doan. That helps us very nicely. The average overall of our team has gone down a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I think Grabner's going to help us more than Doan would. And that extra discipline, we barely take any penalties as it is. So that is going to help very nicely. He's got a decent shot as well. And I think what's been missing on this Brassard and Kuznetsov line has been a sniper since we traded Vabada. So we've only had 1 sniper in the top 6, and now we have 2, which is nice. I still think Bodka is a better first line player, and I don't want to take him off. because he is doing well on that first line, even though he is a left winger. It could do actually. Strength, it evens it out a bit as well, to be fair. Okay, we'll try this for a couple of games. See, well, how many points has Grabner got this year? Okay, so it's not like Grabner's having an awful year. We'll keep him there. Bodka will help out Brassard and Kuznetsov. Yeah, we'll do that. How many points has Bodka got this year? I think he's doing well. 49. So he's got around about the same points as Grabner. So that's fine. It'll help strengthen up both lines nicely. So we'll do that. Everything else can stay the same. Those lines can remain the same as well. Gormley and Cece going up is very helpful. I'll do best lines for the power play and then but. Huh. That's an interesting line. You know, the proposed best line is actually quite interesting. I won't lie to you, it is intriguing. That's it. No, we'll try it. We'll try Kuznetsov and Bodka on the first line. Why not? I've just noticed that Bissonnette is actually playing, and that is something we do not want. So Kachura, scratched, Halpburn, yeah, and Bissonnette. So we'll stick McMillan on the left wing because Halpburn is going to be taking the face-offs for us. And is there anywhere else that needs fix? Okay, yes there is. It's probably the penalty kill that needs fixing now. Yes it is. That's fine, we'll stick Halpburn there. There we go. Right, there we go. Let's go to the actual trade day, and we're going to try and trade David Moss on this trade day, or actually on the actual deadline. But I wanted to make sure that we could, in fact, trade Shane Doan because that contract is pretty awful. So we're going to go ahead and look to see where David Moss could go. So where is he? David Moss. He's got very little salary trading value. So Washington would have him. We got good rep. Toronto would have him. St. Louis, Philadelphia, Ottawa, New York, Montreal. I should have checked to see the standings first. Detroit, Boston. Right, who do we reckon is doing worse out of that lot? Because that is the team I want to trade him to. Because we can probably get a second round pick for him. Actually, I'm going to trade for Edmonton's second round pick. Right, that won't go through, but players interested in giving away. We will take on this left wing guy, and that might go through. Okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see what they say to this. Okay, so they don't. That wasn't good enough, but we are going to go for Edmonton's second round pick, and as you can see, Jonas Hiller was traded for a first round pick to the Islanders. So the computer looks like it's actually going to be making some trades. Okay, so Montreal are calling us. Who are they calling us about? Derek Brassard. No, I'm not trading Brassard. Right, we can go to David. Yeah, David Moss. Not, I was right. Not, it's not Derek. It's David. David Moss. We'll go back to St. Louis, I think, and still try and get that Edmonton second round pick. But we'll trade David Moss and a fifth to try and get the second pick. It is the fact that we need to pick up a goalie in return that's going to hurt us more than anything. Oh, but we can take up anyone really, so we'll just go with this Trinity guy, see what they say. Done. So we basically traded David Moss for a second round pick. We will stick Klinkhammer up on the NHL's team. Move McMillan up there, and just stick Rob Klinkhammer there. Is there any other lines that he needs to be changed this on? Don't think he was on the penalty kill. Don't think he was used anywhere really. No, that's good. Brilliant. Change the lines in Portland. Cool. Cool. So David Moss for Edmonton second. I assume Edmonton aren't doing too greatly. See, another no, not another first round pick. Sorry, my bad. But yeah. So Tyler Chorney, probably not going to be anything, but it's that second round pick I like because we all know it's going to be a decently deep draft. I don't see the need to make any more changes really. Montreal are probably going to be calling about Derek Brassard again. Yes, they are. That's the exact same trade. I'm not trading for away Derek Brassard. I've only had him for a year. We plan to keep him for quite some time. So we're going to call that an end. We traded away the two players we wanted to. We've gotten a lot younger in the process. So yeah, I am happy with that. Let's go ahead and see who or where Edmonton is. Yeah, so Edmonton's down at the bottom. So their second round pick will be a high second round pick. So we're going to have three picks in the 20 to 40 overall selection range, which I quite like. That's enough. Shall we go ahead and finish the rest of the season? Do we think we've got time? Yeah, we've got time. I can do a slightly longer video. So actually, quickly stop this as we lose to Montreal. Go to the end of March, and then we've only got a few games left in April, and that will be fine. This team has really surprised me this year. I did not expect them to be doing as well as they have done, but I suppose we've got a lot of... I've got a very quick team, to be fair. Especially now that we've added Michael Grabner. This team is very quick. I feel like Derek Brassard is our worst skater on the first line, and he's not terrible. Okay, we're starting to rack up the losses now, so a line change may be in order. Yeah, this isn't looking too great. I might have to put that first line back together. Yeah, we're getting too many overtime losses. I'm going to put that first line back together. Just because we've gone on a bad streak since the change. I think we made too many changes. So that first line is going back together. Then we can hope the second line picks it up defensively. Power play. Keep the power play and the first lines the same. Going to move Gormley onto that first line power play as well. Okay, that'll do. Actually, let's quickly sort out the penalty kill as well. I want to make sure I've got the right people on it. So we'll go Vermette, Halpburn, Brassard and Nyquist. Yeah, that should be doing it, to be fair. So hopefully now that we put that first line back together, it's done so well for the majority of the season, we can start picking up a few wins. Now we've really started to wet the bed here. Come on, get a win. There you go. Right, put us back on track. That was a very bad run. We got quite a few overtime losses though. Oh, we just got blown out in that game. Right, we got the 3 games against the Western Conference. Come on. Come on! Was trading Shane Doan really that much of a mistake? We didn't really need to trade David Moss, but I wanted that pick. Okay, that's better. That's better. String together a few wins now. Okay, back in the Western Conference. I can imagine we need to beat Minnesota. Oh, it's not even an overtime loss. Okay, so it looking like for the next month we're just playing Western Conference teams. We got one Eastern Conference team, but all of these games are against Western Conference opponents. I imagine we've dropped down a bit in our standing as well. Yeah, we've gone down to 3rd in our division. Teams caught us up quite a lot. Edmonton's caught us up. Oh, okay, so we're going to go ahead and sim each of these days individually because they're going to be big. Winnipeg are doing a lot better than us. So first period, not good. Second period, not good. Third period, crap. Crap! God damn it! How can we be shitting the bed so badly? Right. Come on. LA are in our division. We need a win over LA. Come on, we need this win. Yes, good boys. Right. Right, that puts us and LA tie for first, and Edmonton have gone on a spectacular run for some reason. So we need to beat Edmonton as well. Got a lot of division games coming up as well, actually. We got one more against Vancouver, and they're fighting for the playoff spot as well. San Jose are out of it. Dallas aren't in our division, so it's not too bad. But we need to beat Vancouver and Edmonton desperately. If we win these games, then we have our fate in our own hands. If we lose them, then we have to count on them. Edmonton have won their last 8 games. Come on. Okay, it's an overtime loss. We've still got a point. I don't think that's the end of the world. They have gone over us though. I know, but they're tying with us now. Okay, so we got a point out of it. So it isn't the end of the world, but this is getting far too close. Somebody beat the Oilers. They've got 20 points of their last 8 games. Jesus Christ. I'm not worried about the goalies. We've got Smith for a while still. So I'll just do defenseman for 1 week, 6 weeks. Right, Columbus. Edmonton have won their last 10 games. Jesus, oh. I'm fearing the worst here, boys. I really am. Okay, so we got a win finally. I don't even want to look. Okay, so we're just about in a wild card spot. We should actually be okay for the wild card. But we are not in good form going into the end of the season. So if we check the Western Conference. Okay, so we do actually have a playoff spot. That's good, but at the moment we are playing Winnipeg. And we could jump up. We've got 2 games left, so we can tie Edmonton and we can jump over Vancouver. I think we have a game against... I know it's the Sharks we have a game against. But we have made the playoffs, which is good, because that was getting a little bit worrying for a moment there as we go 40, 30 and 10. It's a good thing we did lose in overtime a couple of times. I'm not convinced we would have been as comfortable as possible. So we do beat San Jose. Let's beat Dallas and get a bit of form going into the playoffs. Okay, so we did get a little bit of form back towards going into the playoffs. We won half of our game, so we are just over 500, but of this Western Conference was dominated by a few teams, which probably helped us more than hurt us. We ended up actually getting out of the wildcard spot, so Edmonton dropped back down in the end. We tied with Vancouver, and it looks like either Calgary or Colorado has that next. The wildcard. Actually, we can check, can't we? The season should be over. So we'll go see who we're playing in the first round and then do a season wrap up. Cool. So we made the playoffs. I don't think they were expected us to make the playoffs. I think we needed 37 wins at the start of the season. We can check that actually. GM. It is. No, it's not that. Which one is it? Contract history. There we go. 38 wins, yeah, so the owner's happy with the year, that's good. Staff abilities, there's no point upgrading. Medical staff, we've not got injuries on. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out our player stats and we'll check out Vancouver before we start the next video. So team standings for the final season. We finished exactly half, tied 15th in the playoffs. You can see the Eastern Conference actually had a better season because Carolina had the same amount of points as we did but didn't make it. It's interesting. Goals for. We were 5th in goals for in the league. 6th, sorry. Which I'm happy with. We're up there with some good playoff contenders. Goals against. Mid-table. Had the 17th best defence in that case. Power play goals. Leading the league in power play goals. Also leading the league in times on the power play. So our power play is 18.2, which isn't too bad. Gave up a lot of short-handed goals. So power play goals against, 29th in the league. Times on the power play, 29th. Penalty kill was only 82%, so it's not great. Definitely better at home, I'd say. And last 10 games we pulled it back, but we definitely had a worse run of form than that would suggest. Check out the player stats for the year. I'm pretty sure Nate McKinnon is going to win the Calder Memorial Trophy. But you see in goals, Nyquist ended up with 30 goals. Grabner, who we traded for, only got 26. So he only scored 5 goals since we traded him, and he played 3 games. Bodk had 24. Kuznetsov had 24. That's good. We didn't get him to score. His wrist shot actually has gone up quite nicely as well. Yeah, he's looking like he's going to start producing points very soon. Brassard got 19. McKinnon got 19. Kopkowski got 11. Vermette got 10. So that's not too bad. Assists. McKinnon with 51. Very nice. Bodka 32. Grabner we could ignore because he wasn't on our team. Then we got some defenders. Looking good. Looking good. Points. Nathan McKinnon ended the season with 70 points. I do like that. Yeah, the top scorers were who you would expect them to be. Top 6 and forwards, then we got our top 4 defenders, then our third line. And then Klinkhammer got 2 points in his 20 games, which isn't the best. But, you know, doesn't really matter. He's on the 4th line. And goalies, Mike Smith had a decent year. Got us a little bit worried towards the end, but I don't know what that was about. I think maybe the trade just messed up the chemistry we had going. But hopefully we've got it back. In the entire NHL, let's see where Nathan McKinnon came in point scoring. 70. Okay, so he's in the top 20, and if we go ahead and check out rookie skaters, yeah, he's won the Memorial Trophy, hands down. Unless a goalie has had an absolutely stonking season. Now Rob Mullane had a decent season, but he only played 29 games. So yeah, I think it's safe to say Nathan McKinnon has won the Conn Smythe. So a very handy trade for us as we end the regular season. Let's take a look at the playoff matches, and then that will do. So playoff tree: LA play Edmonton, Vancouver play Phoenix, that's obviously us. Chicago playing the Flames, and Winnipeg are playing Minnesota. In the Eastern Conference, Montreal are already losing 1-0 to Tampa Bay. Boston are playing Toronto, so a rematch of sorts. Philadelphia playing Ottawa, and New Jersey playing Washington. So, LA and Calgary are 1 up in their series, and so are Ottawa and Tampa Bay. So some good matchups there, to be fair. Calgary are doing a lot better than they should be. But then again, so are we. Check out the progress. Yeah, we'll do the progress reports, and that will definitely end it there. So progress reports. No one's gone up. Gormley and Cece have gone up an extra 1. I like that. That is helpful. Has their defence got up? Gormley's gotten a bit more physical with his body checking, and his defensive awareness has gone up, so that's helpful. CC, yeah, he's gone up as well in the same categories. Well, it's a bit of offensive defense. His passing's gone up by 4 from the start of the season, so he should be getting a few more points, and his shot's gotten better. So it's good. Ekman Larsson's wrist shot power's gone up. McKinnon's not grown as much as I thought he would, but hopefully he'll take a jump at the end of the season. Obviously, Kuznetsov's got a +4 in his wrist shot power, +4 in his passing, +2 in his offensive awareness. Very nice indeed. Anyone in the AHL worth mentioning? Nah, we won't bother. So there you have it. The Phoenix Coyotes have made it back to the playoffs in what was meant to be a rebuilding year. They ended up rebuilding on the fly extremely well. Always helps when you've got an elite goalie and Mike Smith in the cage. And we had Hedman and Ekman Larsson obviously as well. McKinnon had an outstanding rookie season. And we faced the Vancouver Canucks in the first round of the playoffs. We don't have home advantage, but I think we have the advantage in goaltenders just looking at it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Tune in a couple of days where we will start the playoff run. And I thank you very much for watching, and see you all next time.